Hello, everybody. Welcome to another hour of English classes here on Verbling.com. In this hour, I'm going to be having a conversation class, and we do have a topic for the class. It's going to be daily routines or other types of routines, and so we're going to be talking about the word routine. What does it mean, and what does it mean to each person? So whoever joins the class, we will be talking about your routines, our routines. What are things that we can do every day that are helpful to ourselves, that help us reach our goals, help us get things done, things that we want to get done, or things that we want to achieve. So if you are interested in participating in that conversation as a way to practice your English speaking skills, then I invite you to click on the Join Class button. It's just right up above there on the Verbling.com website, and you will be taken into the Google Plus Hangouts here with me. So welcome, Lucas and Godeman. Welcome back, you guys.
Thank you.
We're gonna wait a minute here to see if we have some other people show up. In the meantime, I'm gonna talk to Godeman a little bit. Godeman, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah?
Yes, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Happy New Year.
yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, you too, Lucas.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, you guys. So,
Yeah.
did you do something special for the New Year?
I didn't do anything special, but I celebrated. It.
Yeah? Just
Yeah.
at home?
Yes, with my family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Godeman, remind me, are you living in Belgium?
In Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Oh, okay, yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. Denmark. So how's the winter for you so far?
Yeah. These days is fine because there is no snow.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's very warm winter, I think, in a lot of places.
yeah, it's a warm up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very okay. No snow this year. So
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Yuki, who he was in the last class, I don't know if he will join us again, but he lives in Moscow in Russia.
Okay. Yeah.
And he also said that this year it has been warmer than
Yeah.
usual, so not so much snow.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But it's not like you. I heard in America there is a lot of snow.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're having some storms, winter
yeah.
storms, different places.
Is
Yeah.
there snow where you are now?
No, not where I am. Where I live, it sometimes has snowed, like what for a day or 2 days, and maybe it'll stick on the ground for a day or two. But last year it didn't snow, and this year it just had a tiny, tiny little bit of snow just for a little while. But we would like to have some snow. Some of us, not everybody does, but
Oh, so I mean that part you are now. There is no snow this year. There.
not not where I'm living, but in the mountains
Yeah.
above where I live. If you drive, maybe 3 hours, or even I can get to these mountains where there's snow in an hour and a half. If I drive an hour and a half, I go to some mountains, the Olympic Mountains, in
Yeah.
Washington State, and they have snow right
Okay.
now. So I'm going to be going skiing in January a couple of times.
Good.
So I'm
So
going to the snow. Yeah.
where do you live again? Where do you
I
live?
live in Washington State.
Washington D.C. Okay.
No, not Washington D.C. That's the tricky part, is that Washington D.C. is actually across the United States, over on the East Coast, near
Okay.
like New York and over there. But I
Yeah.
live on the West Coast, so by the
West.
Pacific Ocean. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
because we were even watching the news that some part in America, some people they're even dying because of the snow.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the United States, just like, some other countries like Russia. I see Yuki just joined us. Hi, Yuki. And hi, Selma also. And this is probably what you're thinking about. You've seen this news here. It says dangerous cold sets in as heavy snow blankets U.S. Northeast. So Northeast is like the states of Vermont and New York, just right under Canada. So yeah, those places, they have very rough, we call them rough winters. You can say, rough winters or tough winters, because a lot of times they get these snowstorms and freezing cold weather. And so, yeah, some people can, of course, die because you have to have the right kind of equipment or the right kind of clothing. It can be dangerous to be, have that much snow and that much cold weather. So definitely, yeah. So, and then of course, if you live near a water, so this picture right here is showing some homes, which during the summer is pretty nice probably to live there because it's right on the water, but in a snowstorm with winter, it can be very miserable and very deadly for some, look at these houses. I mean, they're going to get smashed with the water, and yeah, so you got to be careful. There's definitely some parts of the United States that are not easy to live in all the time. Yeah, right. So, okay. Well, Yuki and Selma, welcome. So all of you guys were in the last class, and so for the conversation this hour, I was thinking that we could talk about this idea of daily routines. I don't know, I didn't really find one, but there's all these pictures here. Let's see if this one, we can look at this. It's kind of a funny one. So our daily routines are the things that we do pretty much every day. So you can see this funny cartoon that I just found. It says, I get up, I take a shower, I get dressed, I have breakfast, I go to work, I start work at 9, I have lunch, I finish work, I arrive home, I have dinner, I watch TV, I go to bed. So that's like a typical day for a person. But what I was wondering is, I was thinking everybody, we could practice talking about our daily routines, things that we pretty much do on a regular basis.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Golden Ma, can you mute your microphone? From previous class, I hear from you constantly noise, breath noise. Please mute
He's
microphone while
he's on
you
a
are
cell
not
phone, I think.
talking. Okay?
There. Okay, he was able to do it. Yeah. Okay, he got it. All right. So, Yuki, why don't you tell us? Now, sometimes it's hard because, some people don't have a regular schedule every day. They do different things. But what would you consider is your morning routine? What are the things that you do pretty much every morning, Yuki?
Yes, every morning. Usually, people when after they get up.
No, I'm asking you, what are your routines specific to you? Yeah, your morning routines. What do you do usually?
I live quite irregular.
Oh, really? Okay.
Style of lifestyle.
Lifestyle,
so
yeah.
my wife often accused me of my irregular way of life. Way of life.
Yeah.
So I'd like to change my lifestyle, but I can't correct it.
So what makes it irregular? Like, why are you telling us it's irregular?
I mean that every day I wake up in different time, so my schedule varies. My schedule varies from day to day. Maybe because now I am my own boss, my schedule depend on the job order from translate company.
Yeah.
Translation company,
Right.
agent, translate agent, and also depend on my student's schedule. So,
Yes. Of course.
and basically, I continued such a irregular way of life from childhood. So I get accustomed to such a way
Yeah.
way of life. So I know it is bad custom, but I can't correct it.
So basically, you just don't have a set time that you wake up. Every day is kind of different. Just depends on what amount of work you have and who you are working with. Sounds like.
Yes.
Does your wife have a more regular schedule? Like, is that why she wants you to have a regular schedule?
My wife is a more punctual
Mm.
person. So
Mm-hmm.
he live a more regular way of life.
Okay.
Yes, he maintains a daily routine.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, so he is complained. She is
She.
complained of my way of life.
She complains about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Wow. So, okay, yeah, I know that we've had you in classes at all different times of your day. Early
yes.
morning, late night. Yeah. So that's I can understand that. Okay, well, let's talk to Selma. Selma, how about you? What is your morning routine, or do you have a morning routine?
Well, my life is actually the same as Yuki's. I mean, I live in such a big mess that when I'm studying when I'm studying, I usually wake up early before the sunrise.
Wow, uh-huh.
I like to open the window so that the fresh air can go through the window, and I like to hear the noise of the birds. And
Mm-hmm.
then I go to wash my face and to do how can I say the the ablution. How can I say
Oh, like you wash your face and then you put stuff on your face, like lotion and stuff, or
no, teacher, I mean the uh, I mean I have to I clean my face and my my hands so that I
Mhm.
can pray. I forgot
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
okay.
forgot
So, yeah, I know what word you're thinking of. Let's see. There's a special word for that. Let
yeah.
me see. What is that word here? That's not a usual word that we talk
Uh-huh.
about too much because we don't have to do that. But yes, you're washing your hands so that
Uh-huh.
for praying. Do you have to do it in a special way or just clean your hands?
Well, I have first to clean my hands and then to put some water on my mouth.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and after that, I will put also amount of water on my in my nose. I do that
Mhm.
3 times, and then I wash my hands.
Mhm.
And after washing my hands, I wash my hands first. I wash my hands to the wrist, and
Uh-huh.
then I wash my hands to the how can we say the whole parts of the hand,
All of the fingers or the palms or
the
all
arm.
the
I
palms.
wash. Can you say the arm?
Yeah, the arm. Yeah, your arms. Like you say
Uh-huh.
there are different parts of your arm. So like up towards your shoulder or down by your hands, like your forearm, like that part of your arm. Mhm.
Uh-huh. and then I have to put through to put an amount of water on my hair, and then to put some of them. I do that one time, and then I put some water in my ears also one time, and then I go back to, and then I finish I finish washing by washing my feet. And this is how we do the the ablution, I think.
Ablution. Yeah. Is that just for the morning, or do you do that at other times as well?
Well, we do that 5 times a day.
5 times a day. Wow. Yeah.
And then I go to pray. After I pray usually at home. So after praying, I start studying or revising my lessons. And then I go to I go to my bed so that I can clean my bed, roll up the cover, and kind of decorating the bed, the mattress. And after that, I wear my clothes and I go to the university. I usually have my breakfasts at the university. Because my parents are working, so we don't eat breakfast at home.
What time do you usually get to eat breakfast? Like, by what time is that? Like, you woke up really early before the sun, and then.
Well, I ate my breakfast at I think around 7:30 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning, because we usually start studying at 8:30 or 9 a.m.
Okay. So, so for the morning routine, do most Muslims do that, or is that just like because like in Christianity we have people like Jewish people, for example, I know some are Orthodox and they do all of the ritual sacred things, and then some people just don't do that. But it sounds like you're doing more of the traditional rituals, prayer and.
Well, yes, I mean, most of the people who pray, they have to do this thing, but the ones they do not pray, so they just have they just take a shower and then they go to study or to work.
I see.
Not all the Muslims pray. There are some Muslims who do not pray.
And the 5 times of prayer, those have to happen at specific times during the day. Is that right?
Indeed.
Yeah. What are those times?
The first one is between the. I mean, it's usually in winter. It's usually at 6:15 a.m. And then we have another one in the middle of the day. The third one it's it's in the afternoon. It's like 3 to 4 p.m. It depends on the time where you are. So the sun and and also we have the fourth one, which is usually we pray at from 6 to 8 a.m. I mean, in winter we pray. In the winter we pray at 6, and in summer we pray at 8. And then the last one we prayed in winter at 7, and in summer at 9.
Yeah. So I just looked it up. You can go on the site and find out what times there are for every, like, wherever you are, the different times. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Great. Thank you for sharing that. And Lucas, what about you? Do you have any morning routines, things that you do every morning?
I think I try to improve with that because when I was younger, for example, I wake up at 8 a.m. sometimes. But now I try to wake up 6:30 a.m. and then I have to do some work. But fortunately, close to my home because I work with small firm. My parents. And
your parents own it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I worked 3 hours and then I have a break, but later I get back and nowadays I try to eat better, so I try to eat breakfast at 8 a.m. every day because I read that it's good to have
breakfast.
Yes, and
yeah. Did you read that it's good to have breakfast at a certain time, or just that it's important to have breakfast?
This and this, because
both things.
Yes, both things, because for example, when you skip the breakfast, it's not that you would have not calories, because it's difficult to explain, but I just read and tried to.
You read it and you believed it, so you're gonna try it out.
Yes.
Cool.
And then I try to, when I have time, I try to, for example, listen your previous lesson on YouTube, for example, because I subscribed your channel.
Oh yeah,
channel.
YouTube channel. Yeah.
Channel, yes, and
cool.
And try to learn, because on Verbling. I'm about 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
So
nice.
So try to repeat.
Great.
And when I have time, I also try to find business for me, because my dream is like Yuki have own business, because for not to have your schedule, not to listen. Not to listen your boss, but
be your own boss. You want to be your own boss.
It's my dream, but of course, owning company.
You want to own your own company?
Yes, it's not easy, because there are many other companies, and it's difficult to be on the market.
It can be difficult to be in the market, or participate in the market, or compete.
Yes.
In the market.
Compete. Yes.
Yeah.
And I found, for example, maybe for your lesson, maybe through your lesson, entrepreneur.com site.
Entrepreneur.com.
Yeah, and try to write good articles.
Learn some business stuff.
Yeah,
About business. Yeah, good.
Also, some people who earn money, so how to say, win.
Yeah, earn money or win money or get money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they try to explain how to be better with business.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. And
sure.
I also, with my day, try to play football and work out because I want to be in good shape.
Yeah, good shape.
Yes, and it's not only good eating, but also you have to work out.
Work out, exercise, yep, move around.
Yes, because for example, today I stayed at near computer.
You probably spend a lot of time on the computer. Yeah.
5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
So you have to also have some run. No, some workout.
Yeah, do some kind of workout to.
Yes, and
move around. Yeah, good.
And when my girl is here, I try to meet with her.
Yeah.
But she study far away, I think.
Oh, really? In a different town?
2000.
2000?
No, 250.
250 kilometers?
Yeah, kilometers. It's at far, so I don't know. Maybe you know this name of the city because it's I don't know how to say, but it's our first city.
How do you ever drive there to go see her?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
but usually by train because it's faster.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. Hamid.
Yes.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
Good. Are you back from Izmir?
No, I'm still in Izmir. I arrived here today.
Oh, okay. And you're gonna stay there for a little while.
Yes, maybe 1 week, but I don't know from this time.
Cool. So.
And I am with my aunts, and my aunts says to hi for you.
Okay, hi. Great. Well, welcome to the class. We're talking about routines. In the last class we read an article about morning routines, some things that we can do besides just grabbing our cell phones and checking our emails and Facebook, which is what I tend to do.
Yes, I am familiar with it.
Yeah. So, Hamid, tell us, so everybody has been talking about their morning routines and some things that they do regularly. Do you have a morning routine? Or what kinds of things do you do in the morning?
Actually, I am maybe familiar with everybody. I mean, I check my emails and I enter Facebook.
Yeah.
But sometimes I search a job advertisements because nowadays I am a search hunter, so I need to find a job.
Yeah.
And sometimes, not always, I read some chemical articles or my knowledge or interest topics. I guess it is my interest is rich, so I can read every kind of topics. For example, you shared one nice link on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I entered some websites, and I was also interested in this.
Cool.
So you can, I guess, you can suggest to everyone this link, so it can be useful for us.
Yeah, I can put it up. But so what time do you usually get up in the morning?
It is changeable because firstly, my parents comes to my room and they say to me, Hamid, it is praying time. So I am in a stand for praying time, and I wait the morning after sunrise. Then I sleep maybe 2 or 3 hours. So it depends on my night, because I can join night lessons for Verbling also, not every time, sometimes. So it depends on my day. For example, today I can go to bed lately, so maybe tomorrow I will get up 9 a.m.
Okay, yeah. So that's what Yuki told us, is it's kind of irregular for him. He wakes up at different times, goes to bed at different times, depending on what he's doing. So
yes, because he is also Verbling's worm. I mean, he is always on the Verbling.
Yeah.
So it depends on irregular time, like me, like Yuki for me.
Yeah, well, Yuki mentioned also because he is his own boss, he gets to, yes, Yuki, we're talking about you. Because he is his own boss, he gets to kind of work basically whenever his students, need him, or certain jobs that he does, he needs to do those, but he doesn't have a set schedule. So a lot of people, like if Nihon, if she were here, she would probably have more of a schedule because she's working regular regular hours. So
yes.
Yeah. So if you don't have regular hours, then you have more flexibility, but sometimes it can be harder because you don't have that requirement. You have to be there, you have to stay there, that kind of thing.
Yes, but if you live with your families, you can also be careful for some rules. For example, sometimes again my parents comes to my room and they say, Hamid, it is breakfast time. Hamid, you should take a pot for tea, like that.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have also some housework, so we should do that.
Yeah, sure. So Hamid, right now, what kind of jobs are you looking at?
Actually, I am interested in with my field, but nowadays, unfortunately, Turkey's situation is different. But if I take a good score for my last exam, I can find a regular job. It is about occupation health and safety expertise.
Oh, yeah.
And if I take at least 70 points, I will be an expert. So it means a good finding job for me, because this regulation is very fresh for my country, and my country wants to reduce the amount of work accidents. So and it will be for everywhere, even apartments too. So it is very useful and very important for everybody.
So pretty much, are you willing to move to any place in Turkey to get a job, or you want to stay in your own town?
It depends on some developments, and also, for example, from this city, I will visit my one teacher. This teacher has own company, and he makes some cosmetic products. and I am planning to say, teacher, is there any opportunity for me to find a job? So if he presents and if he gives an opportunity for me, it will be amazing for me.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good.
So yes, my parents says the city is not important. The most important thing is your experience.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's that's what happens sometimes. It depends on the economic situation, but certainly here in the United States, people often have to move to different cities or towns to find the type of job that they want. Yeah.
Yes, and my city is also a small city for Turkish standards. So, and it is unlucky situation for my field for chemistry. So, I need to find a regular job like big cities, Izmir, Ankara, or Istanbul, like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. Yuki, you're telling us about. Does your wife ever come on Verbling, and does she watch you when you're taking your Verbling classes?
Oh, what a terrible thing you say. I want to imagine about it.
No.
Yes, I'm afraid of her watching the Verbling class.
Does your wife speak English?
Yeah, she understands English, but she's also not good at speaking.
I see.
But she maybe she can understand what I said. Yes. Verbling is kind of escape place for me.
For you, yeah.
Yes. So I don't want her to watch the.
It's your own private place.
It's kind of my private place to escape from daily life. So.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm just wondering because you said in the chat that she also is her own boss, but that she follows more routines.
Yes, as I said, she is quite punctual.
Yes.
So she can keep her rhythm.
Yeah, her daily rhythm
daily rhythm, daily routines.
Yeah.
So I respect her of such a quality.
You respect her, but you don't follow her lead, we could say.
I just respect her. I can't follow her.
It's not your way.
Yes. Yeah. I can't disguise. Yes.
Yeah.
Her habit.
So Yuki, Lucas was saying he started doing a couple of new things, and that's a lot of times people start new things in their daily routines during the beginning of the year, like in January where we are. Have you decided to make any changes to your routine or your days? Are you thinking about that?
Every year in the end of year, I make a resolution. Most of them is to live a regular life.
Yeah.
But my resolution cannot. I can't realize. I cannot realize my resolution into my real life. All the same. I live a very irregular way of life. How to say my life is not so regular. So.
Well, it sounds like
I lead a loose life.
Loose. Yeah, loose. Flexible. You can say a flexible.
Flexible is
Yeah,
a good expression.
Yeah, flexible
indeed,
schedule. That's a positive way.
It's a positive way. But in reality, I lead a loose life.
In reality, you could say maybe you're disorganized. Loose isn't bad usually, but yeah.
Actually, I lead a loose life.
Loose. Okay, you're loose.
Yes.
All right, Selma.
Also, okay.
Selma,
Yes.
I was wondering, since the topic is this like daily routines and how do things help you, get work done or do what you want to do. I'm wondering how the prayers affect your life, and maybe Hamid, you can give your opinion too. But if you have to do something regularly throughout the day, does that help you plan your day and get things done, or does it make it more difficult to plan your day?
Well, actually, it makes it more easy to plan your day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got very organized. Only when you respect the time of the prayers.
Yeah.
But if you do not pray in time, you will lose a lot of time. I mean, you'll fall into multitasking, and you start forgetting about praying and advancing some things that they are not important. For instance, you say that I will finish reading that book and then I will go to pray. But after that you just fall asleep and you kind of mix your routine. But if you are a well-organized person and you have a goal that you want to achieve, I mean the time of the prayers can help you to reach or wherever you want.
So for you, it's helpful to, or it's like it helps you to get more organized, because otherwise you're just gonna mess it up. You won't be able to do the prayers in the right way. Yeah. Okay. How about for you, Hamid? Do you find that we dropped out? I know Hamid. Okay, maybe he had to go. Hamid, there you are again. Come back. Yuki, don't worry. Your secret is good with us. Yeah, Yuki. Okay, Hamid, did you hear me talking to Selma about the prayer times?
I heard something, but not too much.
Well, I was just curious about how the prayer times, if they help you schedule your life more. So, like, if it's easier because you have prayers at specific times throughout the day, does that help you organize your day better, or does it make it difficult to get things done, or in a timely way, we could say?
It is easier for me, but I don't know for it is same for everybody. But in my opinion, it is in my opinion just my religion knows the best, I guess. I mean, because there are some special time. Because, for example, if you wake up the morning, it is the certain good time. Because, for example, before my previous experience, I was studying lesson after my morning praying, and my brain was fresh, very fresh.
Okay.
So whatever I studied for lesson, I understood quickly. And for example, for noon praying, it is a very resting time for just, for example, maybe you are experience from your teachership experience. I mean, there is a break time for your noon time. So if you want to rest for noon, it can be opportunity.
Yeah.
And for example, in England, their tradition is a 5 tea time.
Yeah.
So it looks like our afternoon praying time. And for example, for evening praying time is it is again resting time, because after dinner everybody is experienced with this. When you eat, when you have your dinner, your body is heavy. So if you pray your evening praying, it can be it can be a light situation for you. I mean, your body is light.
Yes.
And if you pray your last times, it can be. It means you should go to bed after your last praying time. So again, it is the best thing, not the best, one of best things for my religion, this activity.
It seems like it can be used as a way to check in with yourself. So you take the time to say the prayers and kind of check in with yourself, so see what's going on. That's kind of what the article that we read in the last class was talking about, this idea of in the morning getting in touch with yourself and then setting, it's called setting the tone for the day. I imagine that the prayers maybe are like that, like the morning prayers would set your tone for the day, and then the other prayers bring you back to yourself, or to God or something.
And before the praying time, we how can I explain? We take mini bath. I mean mini shower.
Yeah, that's what she said. She called it's called ablution, or cleaning yourselves, washing. Like it's a ritual washing before.
Yes,
praying.
it is, and it gives a very fresh situation for your body, because I read from some articles when you ritual ablution, there are some sensitive organs from our bodies, and when you wash those places, it gives a very fresh situation. So it is also useful for us. I mean, before the praying, your brain is ready for physically and mentally for praying.
Great. Okay, Lucas.
Yes.
You mentioned that you just started getting up early in the morning. How is that going for you? Do you like getting up early?
No, exactly.
It's hard.
But I think 10 minutes and you forget about that.
Sure.
You want to sleep more.
Are you going to bed earlier so that you can get up earlier?
For example, now it's 11 p.m. So it's not usually at this time I go to bed. So, but sometimes I try to go to bed earlier, because 8 hours sleep, I think it's good for you. Minimum.
A minimum of 8 hours.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's about how much I need to sleep. 8's good. I don't always get 8 though, so it can be hard to catch up.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Selma, how many hours of sleep do you like to get?
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
12 hours.
12 hours? Wow. Do you get to sleep that long ever?
Well, yes, especially on the weekend. I mean, I usually wake up early, but on the weekend, I have to sleep 12 hours for instance, I usually sleep at. We have the weekend. Our weekend is Friday and Saturday. So on Thursday, I usually sleep at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. until the
Wow. How can you go to bed so early?
Well, I got very exhausted and tired. I can barely move my foot. So
you must be working hard during the day then.
Well, yes, I always have like 4 hours of sleeping every day.
So you catch up on the weekends?
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people do these days because people are so busy during the week that they don't always get enough sleep, but then they catch up on the weekend. That's what we call it, catch up. What about you, Yuki? How many hours do you get to sleep? Or do you like to sleep?
I usually sleep 4 or 5 hours every day. Maybe 3 hours.
What? 3?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes, I continue such a way of life. But it's okay.
Have you always done that?
Although I often I take a nap in daytime. Maybe 10 just a 10 minutes or 30 minutes.
Oh, a power nap, we call those.
It helps very much. So
wow.
I don't sleep a long time. So I don't know. Maybe I can't live for a long time. I can't live long time.
Maybe you're just you're so excited. You have so many things you want to do and learn and discover.
I look like Leon.
Well, it's funny because my kids they always want to stay up so late. Like that's the big thing. Like let's stay up late. And I don't know why, because I like to go to bed. But when they're young, they want to stay up.
I understand how he feels. Yes,
yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
I am same as yours.
As my kids?
Yes. Yes. I never can get up.
Yeah.
Yes. Early morning. Yes.
Yeah. That's funny.
I want to sleep. Yes. If I have to wake early morning, I can't get up.
Yeah. It's especially hard for me if it's changing all the time, because like you said, it's changing. Sometimes if I have to wake up early for several days in a row, but then I stay up late too, and it goes back and forth, it can be hard to get enough sleep. So yeah. Hamid, how about you? How much sleep do you need?
It is changeable, but I guess I sleep for every day 5 or 6 hours. But yes, but I missed not getting up for morning praying because sometimes it breaks down my everyday sleeping routine. So I mean, for example, I go to bed like 1 a.m. and I sleep. I wake up 6 a.m. Then I go to bed again at 7 p.m. Then I wake up again at 9 p.m. Like 9 a.m. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So you go different times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is not a very quality sleeping.
Yeah. That's hard for me to do that. Sometimes if I take I don't know how you can do a 10-minute nap, Yuki, because sometimes if I fall asleep, it can be so hard to wake up. I feel even more tired after like a short nap or something, I don't know. It works for you, though.
After short napping,
Yeah.
I think I feel good very much. Yes.
Yeah.
So I recommend you take a nap. Every Spanish people practice that.
Yeah, the siesta, like
siesta. Yeah.
Hamid said. Yeah. Well, I can't fall asleep that fast though. Like, do you lay down and then you can just instantly like fall asleep and be asleep for 10 or 20 minutes? Because if I laid down, it might take me 10 or 15 minutes to go to sleep. How long does it take you to fall asleep?
I can sleep soon.
Yeah.
Maybe yes. Yes. Less than 3 minutes. I can sleep.
Wow, that's cool.
I have a confidence in it.
You heard. Yeah.
And Yuki, I want to ask one question.
Yes.
When you adjust your alarm time for your mobile phone or another devices, can you wake up suddenly for this alarm?
No, before I had a smartphone, but now I don't use it. I was very depressed from using such a device, so so I really understand what is said in article of previous class. This article said that waking up by your smartphone is not so good. Your health. I understand what he said. I practice it. And
yeah, you do that. Yeah.
It brings me a good result. So,
yeah. You don't check your Facebook first thing.
Soon after getting up, she's a smartphone and checking up your email or some your page, Facebook page, or I don't know. It is not so good. You feel bad maybe.
Yeah.
In the early morning, you have to check the email with your work. some your client claims you. Soon after you get up, you know about it. It is not good, so good. I think so.
So you agree with that lady?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good ideas. It's always something to think about, how you start your day and what it's going to look like and how you want to feel. So maybe, starting it out a certain way will help you have a better day. So
yes.
Something like that. Okay, well, thanks guys for coming to class and for participating in the discussion. It's always fun to hear your guys' opinions and your experience and give you guys a chance to practice your speaking. I want to tell you, guys are all getting really good. I mean, I've noticed a lot of, I was putting a few little corrections here and there, but in terms of the grammar and the expression, I can really see how you guys are picking it up just, more naturally and saying a lot of the phrases correctly. So that's great. I wanted to give you just some recognition about your hard work and all the times you're coming here and participating. It really does help. So. Good.
So our English is improving with nice teachers.
Yes, well, you're doing the work. It's all coming. It's got to get into there.
You are good at flattering.
Yes, Hamid is very good at giving compliments.
Good guy. I like him.
Yeah. Okay, you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice meeting for everyone.
Take care.
Take care.
Hello everybody, welcome to another hour of English classes here on Verbling.com. In this hour, I'm going to be having a conversation class, and we do have a topic for the class. It's going to be daily routines or other types of routines. And so we're going to be talking about the word routine. What does it mean, and what does it mean to each person? So whoever joins the class, we will be talking about your routines, our routines. What are things that we can do every day that are helpful to ourselves, that help us reach our goals, help us get things done, things that we want to get done, or things that we want to achieve. So if you are interested in participating in that conversation as a way to practice your English speaking skills, then I invite you to click on the Join Class button. It's just right up above there on the Verbling.com website, and you will be taken into the Google Plus Hangouts here with me. So welcome, Lucas and Godeman. Welcome back, you guys.
Thank you.
We're gonna wait a minute here to see if we have some other people show up. In the meantime, I'm gonna talk to Godeman a little bit. Godeman, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah?
Yes, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, you too, Lucas. Happy New Year, you guys. So did you do something special for the New Year?
I didn't do anything special, but I celebrated it.
Yeah? Just at home?
Yes, with my family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Godeman, remind me, are you living in Belgium?
In Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Oh, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember. Denmark. So how's the winter for you so far?
Yeah, these days is fine because there is no snow.
Yeah, that's very warm winter, I think, in a lot of places.
Yeah, it's warm up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very okay. No snow this year. So.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yuki, he was in the last class. I don't know if he will join us again, but he lives in Moscow in Russia.
Okay. Yeah.
And he also said that this year it has been warmer than usual, so not so much snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
But it's not like you. I heard in America there is a lot of snow.
Yeah, they're having some storms, winter storms, different places.
Is there snow where you are now?
No, not where I am. Where I live, it sometimes has snowed, like for a day or 2 days, and maybe it'll stick on the ground for a day or two. But last year it didn't snow, and this year it just had a tiny little bit of snow just for a little while.
We were even watching the news that some part in America, some people are even dying because of the snow.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the United States, just like some other countries like Russia. I see Yuki just joined us. Hi, Yuki. And hi, Selma also. And this is probably what you're thinking about. You've seen this news here. It says dangerous cold sets in as heavy snow blankets U.S. Northeast. So Northeast is like the states of Vermont and New York, just right under Canada. So yeah, those places, they have very rough, we call them rough winters. You can say rough winters or tough winters, because a lot of times they get these snowstorms and freezing cold weather, and so yeah, some people can of course die because you have to have the right kind of equipment or the right kind of clothing. It can be dangerous to be but we would like to have some snow, some of us. Not everybody does, but
so I mean that part you are now, there is no snow this year.
Not where I'm living, but in the mountains above where I live. If you drive maybe 3 hours, or even I can get to these mountains where there's snow in an hour and a half. If I drive an hour and a half, I go to some mountains, the Olympic Mountains in Washington State, and they have snow right now. So I'm going to be going skiing in January a couple of times.
Good.
So I'm going to the snow. Yeah.
Where do you live again? Where do you?
I live in Washington.
Washington D.C. Okay.
No, not Washington D.C. That's the tricky part is that Washington D.C. is actually across the United States, over on the East Coast, near like New York and over there. But I live on the West Coast, so by the Pacific Ocean. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because